Have you ever seen such a black-hearted hospital director? It's a sneak attack. Frantically blowing up the black-hearted hospital with patient economy. Link is the nurse at the hospital. The elder sister who led the car into a coma and turned into a vegetative state. Suddenly the unscrupulous dean came to the ward. Evil Mark demanded that Link pay the money immediately. Or take her sister Gudan. 16 years ago. The Earth has fallen. Sudden rain disaster. While wreaking havoc on the planet. There is still a time giant peak hanging around the world. The storm. Completely changed the rules of the human phonon in the whole world. Instead, people exposed to the storm. Immediate death. All become one kind of time. Hands of those who survived. There will be a schedule. And time became the main commodity, and whether it is a temporary stay. Still married. All need to pass, or what deal? To give up your time. Get what you want. Just when Link and Dean Haishin heard about it, the ward suddenly breaks out a time. This time I want to keep the ass of the black-hearted Dean. She yelled in fear. Let Link kill this time immediately. Also promised. Give Link's sister a free 3-month maintenance fee. When Link was still thinking. How can there be a different time in the hospital? He was pulled away by the frightened Gauch and called by the black-hearted Dean. It turns out that some patients, unable to pay high medical bills, and died in the hospital, became a kind of time. Here's a kind of time. People who have become one. No longer a normal person. Yoa people will also, because after death. The time value of the body phrase. Divided into A, B, C, D different ability levels. If half died. But there's plenty of time left in the body. Will become a high level Yoa. And die in the hands of the bowl of time. There is no one who does not recharge time instantly. Become a low-level monomorphic person. After Link heard that the dean was willing to pay for the violent exorcism that was so insane. Immediately moved. And the one in front of me who suddenly came out of the usual anti-shock is a relatively low-level monomorphic person. As a traveler, Linku has a long-term intention. Naturally, he solved the Iwa people in front of him in 3 or 2 strokes. It is a pity for the black-hearted dean to see Iwa being wiped out. Link is preparing to get rid of Xiang Yuanchang. Unexpectedly, after the hateful dean saw Iwa being wiped out. Not only is Gu willing to limit success. Those who still scolded Marxism-Leninism asked Link to file a complaint and give him more time. Come back and pay the same fee. After paying the settlement fee, Link from Weapons of Time, deciding to take on a dangerous responsibility. He sold all his possessions. Just to continue the life of the solution. Have you ever seen such a miserable male lead? As a leading man. Not only is there no foreign. Also because of a small car accident that was solved. Don't sell all the family. In this doomsday world, human beings can exist safely throughout the whole process. Because of the existence of the 4 knights. The first 3 knight orders maintain security in the city respectively. Guard and Translucent. The Knights of the Wanderer. It is the connection between the continuous city and the city. The form of not being able to complete the quest of the ridiculous. Link used to be the existence of the genius knights in the Yoja Knights. But in order to continue the life of the solution, Link not only sold out all the basic aspects of being a traveler. Also includes when going out into the field between quests. Most needed tool. Motorcycle. The goal of this mission is for a variety of escort houses to famous cities. The difficulty of the task accepted this time. Because there is no regiment with Bodo cars. Can only go to the dangerous wild. Just do it. Because of the large number of places remade in the wild. So the longer you stay outside the city. In situ position. And Link once held the whole journey to Hongqing City. But it takes 3 days in the clan. Even so, Link still decided to call Hongshan out of the city. I didn't expect that it wasn't long before Link walked out of the city gate. Fanye district just around the city. Usually a Chinese of the 3rd level. But a Chinese of this level. It is also an easy port for Link and weaknesses of a Chinese. Lusha on his chest. Just pierce his chest. You can combine them. After 1 Chinese machine coin. It can also absorb his time Lusha. Give yourself more time and energy. Just after cleaning up this Chinese. When Link hasn't delivered his speech yet. Immediately found the endowment again. I ate a Chinese in a large area from Chong. Dying. Luckily Link hid in the angle. Not found. For Link who has no equipment at this time. A Chinese who can eliminate a weak team. Already very good. Even once equipped. Bottle your own abilities. At most, it can only eliminate 2 teams of Iwa or several times the 5th. Tim fly soon. It's too dangerous to be exposed. Link decided to walk into the exhausted building. Not easy to hide. I was hoping it would be fine as long as it was safe for the night. But I didn't expect that it wasn't long before he went upstairs. Just ran into a Chinese who was a few times the 7th. Link passes judgment. Knowing that I am no match for the opponent. So immediately turned and ran away. He can't die. Because the solution is still waiting for him in the hospital. But honestly it was soon. Link was caught up by this Chinese. Jin Gang was also raised by him for 100. A backhand dunk from Lin Kufenlu. Throwing a Chinese man under the building soon. Otherwise, the crazy internet genius will flee for his life. This wound has not had time to bandage. A Chinese man chased him to the rooftop. I can't escape. I can only fight with him. Link takes his chance. A knife was inserted into the place where his heart was scattered. But found that it couldn't get in. Maybe it's waiting for gold ability to insert too far resource fire. Link had to fight hard. He will be on the string tomorrow and fly down quickly. It's just that this height probably won't kill him. After this fierce battle, Link can take it worse. Even now I have to wait to die. No one will die. Link lifted up and sat on the ground. Seeing the time deposit in hand. Lost in a little bit. Don't care. Don't worry, I didn't protect Tai well. Don't worry and haven't found a solution yet. Disgust driver. Going to die. Link held sadly and kept. I thought the task was not completed. At this time. Keep sending out for a while to attract attention busy. Suddenly several huge blue artifacts appeared in front of my eyes. The screen also shows that the time system is starting. Link found that the time deposit in his hand. When counting down to the last second. Actually stopped. Wound on his shoulder. Since when is the eye? Fully recovered. Link looked at the time system in front of him in the later stage. Just an economic animal. This life. Display on screen. Suju's home is being completed. And give him a big blue silver. Link is thinking. Is this a dream we are having between each other? He half star half point. I sucked my hands and ran. Got one right away. The right to say what number is the first shoe in any life. There is also a skill tree for the right to collapse the mountain. After learning the punching ability and imaginary punching back, Link knows he's not dreaming. What is in front of me is not an exchange. All this is the one who started. Fantastic, keep the dead on time system. At this moment, a piece of man just hit by Link. Chased after. Link hasn't had time to think about how to defend. The ferocious piece broke again. Fortunately, we were really together just now. When it was created and added to the stage. Broken water. His attack speed has slowed down a lot. Link took the opportunity to take a step. Around the back of a person. The competition is to use the skills you just learned. Chong Shanquan. Gave him a chance. After shutting down this one person. Link absorbs his time Lusha. Replenish yourself with 1,609 days of time deposit. At this time, the system prompts Link's principal. How many points to upgrade to? At the same time, the upper layers of the and gave a lucky draw chance. Link immediately points low draw. Just pulled out one. A magic. It is not an animal that strengthens the shape. Happened 16 years ago. Disaster in rain. Time storm. Red burial after the world. Mostly innocent human beings. Became a kind of time. Mechanized person. While the surviving humans. Except for men. There are a small number of people. The principle of strengthening and fineness has been obtained. And one can be fine-grained. Two forces. Simply put. The principle is perfect. Is to gain a strengthened body. Can be used when competing for Bodu. Possess terrible fighting power. But the concept is inexhaustible. At this time, you can use the idea of communication to control golden curtain water activities, etc. elements. For remote attack, Link helps himself to a level in the principle. If it wasn't for taking care of your sister, he still used to be almost in. Mo is the genius of the continuation camp effective. But ordinary people can only die. One of the abilities. Never seen. Can have both. Dual ability. Link can't wait to use the one power seed. Since I got rare violation of reality. Link thought. With my current ability. Simultaneously deal with 3 people given in the 5th episode. Or with the person given in episode 9. Dan Xiao shouldn't be a problem. So, it can kill more people. Earn more time deposits. Link's dead body. We must let my sister live in the best hospital. Receive treatment. At this time, his mission chief suddenly appeared. Link difference. Own task. Why did the Lord appear here? The old master. The unknown name is Shuwei. I didn't worry and followed out. What about my maintenance? Shuwei questioned Link. Link didn't know what to do for a while. He said that when he called the medical staff, accidentally got it on hold. Suwei said angrily. This must be a birthday present from him to his mother. And at your own risk. The knife inspector at the Great Wall of Civil Rights. To keep myself and almost lost my life for this. Keep lost now. 300 daytime deposit on record. Compensate him. Link thinks the price is quite reasonable. But Link said, I don't have that much time to save. I can only pay him 200 days first. Pay the rest later. Suwei heard. Reverse. He loves. Proved to be a casual warning on the side of the road. Even if Shu Baohang doesn't say it, he will keep it. I can lose it now. Instead, it took 300 days in vain. Seeing is about to fly. Suwei said that he would return to the city as soon as possible. Sued Link against Link. Link thinks first. It seems he doesn't know. This maintains the timeliness of Ink Huang. After Link saw Suwei walk in, go downstairs to Hongi. Killed several Ihua people in a row. Him now. Kill these low-level Ihua people. Just don't be too simple. Link made a time deposit of more than 500 days in one fell swoop. He can't do it. Now I have such a strong fighting power. Have to read transfer time deposit. Then take my sister from the dangerous surrender city. Move to safe Central City Hospital Bureau. In order to continue to improve their own fighting name. The principle of Link opening the mall to purchase codes again. Raise the level. There are also medical considerations. Lin Keshuan rose from the 7th episode to the 8th. This is much faster than him improving his level by practicing fierce breathing. At this time, the system mall prompts. Link gets another chance at the lottery. Also drew a pair of the 7th power rushing households and after Link equips it, he is ready to complete the circle. He suddenly fell in love with a girl from his husband. Call for help. He went to have a look. Isn't this Suwei? Directly chased by a group of Ihua people. Even the card is about to be caught up. In danger. Link pretends to be 3 or 2 times. And wiped out these Ihua people. Lincoln promises to be. Didn't you go back just now? Why are you still here? It turned out that he didn't need to think. When Yojia discriminated against him and sent him back to the famous city. The activity car is out on the road for a long time. And just put a large group of Ihua people. In Huangluan. He escaped here. Yellow on Link. Link heard him say. It's weird that I want to call back my name. Just guess the text Suez. Was it when you were dragged and sent to? Just an excuse. Actually for convenience. Drag out to follow. Without a motorcycle. He went to famous city. Because of the exchange price. Much higher than when sent. To see one's own purpose. Jintong who was dismantled was wrong. But Link doesn't mind. And brought Suwei back to the audience. Returned to the safe area of the program. Fong Gong. Link gave him a serious look. I found him to be pretty good looking. Suwei Jian shouted. What to see? Have you ever seen a beautiful woman? Link heard Dry say. Time deposit owed to him. It will be over. Now I still have to leave. Then he took out a business card and handed it to him. Explain. This is my address. If you have any trouble, you can come to me. Sue is the result business card. I thought I had to figure it out. Hurry up and go back to the famous city. Link returns to the hospital gate. Ready to visit the scene. To see a mainlander terrified to fully come out. Land people run on the seaside and on the sea. Soldiers. There is someone. Link is not well. Solve the danger. Run quietly to the hospital. Rushed into the solve ward. It's okay to see the solution. His grandsister in one breath. At this time, the black-hearted Dean rushed in suddenly, shouting for Link to hurry up and protect him. He is also willing to pay 300 daytime deposit to go deal. Link heard. Said angrily. Do you take me for a fool? I won't trust you anymore. The Dean can't see enough. When I hold Link. He also immediately refunded his 300 daytime deposit. Link pretended to think. It seems that the deal. Really scared. Their Dean. Why are there so many nonsense people in the hospital? Dean's network companions said. Not because. Those deals or can't afford medical bills. All die here. Link said angrily. Hospital becomes like this. It's all because you're too dark-hearted. Link immediately escaped from the equipment. 3 or 5 kills again. Eliminated a large group. When Link turned around and asked the Dean. When you can't stand still. But found out that the black-hearted Dean was scared. New sickness dies. What a villain. The Dean of the Mouth was finally hit by the trade. But because of the black-hearted Dean's time deposit. There are more than 20,000 days. He instantly became a rhinoceros. A story of unnatural death. This kind of fighting ability. Not cover. Link hasn't heard of God yet. He yelled at Link to come over. Link Shan dodges the attack of Dean Yua. Immediately put on the equipment and yell at him. Time kills the old days of Shikoku. Unexpectedly shot. He even ate all of his continuation and was beaten until he vomited awake. See it this way. His strength. He will be transformed. Link thought. Now if you force me to fight with him. Must die. I need to buy a long shot. 7. Link immediately turned on the time sex and pretended to be. Found that there is a principal pistol that can be bought. Other countries bought the pistol. I also bought a bottle of medical medicine by the way. Because I just got punched. Shun's internal injury. Time is running out fast. At this time, the black-hearted Dean came over again. Link steals the principal pistol. Healing the position of time killing do. Shot past. Light back to the real group. Also infected the hospital. Also raped someone in the hospital. I heard the strange sound of the gun. I came to where Link was alone. Checked the situation. Just met Link. He found that Link had already. A person who shut down a sea machine alone. It turns out that the captain. Link's original colleagues. He used to be a wanderer. He asked Link this month how he did it. Link doesn't want others to know about timing. Said it was while he hadn't completed his transformation. Cheating kill. Li Dongdong wants to. Even if not fully converted. But that's the story of Machine C. In this case, Link's current combat power. I'm afraid it's already the first few places? Link asked Li Zhong why he came here. Just when Li Zhong turned around to answer. Suddenly a person appeared next to him. Under crisis. Link immediately pulled out the principal hand wall and set it up. Li Zhong. Li Zhong saw that Link had such a high-level hand wall. He knocked and asked Link about the advanced hand wall. Where did you get it? He also said that this advanced hand wall must have a registration number. Otherwise you will be rejected. Link doesn't want people to know about temporality. I had to write something like, this is what I subtracted when I was on a mission in the field. After hearing this, Li Zhong said that the gun was bad for sex. Yes, I saw it. Hide it later. Link. Sir, you must be careful in the future. Not seen by outsiders. Li Zhong said. I didn't expect you to shine on the sky. You can also improve your level so well. It just so happens that the Mori training camp is recruiting again recently. Should try. Otherwise, such a good day will be in vain. Mori training camp. Only the senior leaders who were in charge of the whole process 5 years ago. For the worsening Mori crisis. We need the strong to protect the whole process of cheating. Those who can be selected will receive good treatment and resources. If you can get in. Sister as dependent. Access to the research center. Exclusive hospital for treatment. Mr. Link. This time I must take my chance to go in. Li Zhong chatted with Link again. Changed away. Link back home. While resting alone. The time system is turned on again. Now his time deposit. Only 2,300 days. Link intends. Except to leave some savings. Move to the outer district with my sister. Then under the holy. Just use it to upgrade the boring machine. Although his force level. To the 8th. But the fatigue level is still at the local level. He bought 2 floors of Qinchang in a row. Take the opportunity to drink. It was only then that the exhaustion was raised to the 2nd level, Dr. Qin. Lincoln towards. The 2-story Qinchang important machine. It takes 1,000 days to deposit. And you have to drink too. Only in order to improve Qin. It's too expensive. Those who can care about the meaning and energy will be called the noble president. Ready person. It's really hard to practice. At this time. The system prompts again. Link gets a kick. Miss Link kicks her feet. Man. Get a new cry. Wow. I am simply my Queen Jane. Link cried out in surprise. This new cry will be punished. But the value. 2,000 days time deposit. Link immediately confirmed the swap. Then took it out. Looking forward to start practicing. At this moment. Anwei suddenly remembered. Knock on the door. Link immediately called the police. Walked gently to the door to check. Because in this chaotic wooden day world, deposit settlement and failure often occur when there is a strong knot. Link carefully glanced at the net door. It turned out that it was Gu Tushu from before. Link opened the door and asked. Always you. Su Wei dryly said. You told me. In need of help. I can find you later. Turn out to be. Su Weigu used one. Discriminated against by a wanderer named Zhao Chang'an. Lin Ming agreed to Mr. Ho's return to the famous city. Su received it at the gate of Qingzhou. He ran away after depositing for 200 days. Time deposit before home on him. It's all because of him staying at the Hilton Hotel. Now there is only wine left. There is no warmth and trust in the whole process. He can only think of coming to find Link in Zhouzhong. Link Jingle says. I still owe you 100 days to make a deposit. Punish you now. Su Wei got the time deposit for this issue. This little money is not enough. I go back to famous city. Link was amazed. I got the time letter because of his time guarantee. Now he has trouble. Should help him. Link said. He can take care of him in the hospital. Divorced sister. First earn some time deposits to do life waste. Link asked Su Wei. I see you are a strengthener too. How much are you waiting for now? Su Wei said confidently. I am the 5th episode. So Link asked him to punch himself in the face. How is the strength? Su Wei said nothing. Just hit Link. But did not expect. Link dodges immediately. And did it on his foot. Sure. Su Wei made the ground. Crying. Your guide. How can there be such a girl? Link was amazed. He waits for the actual ability. Is it too far away? This word. Which family's daughter is it? Fully buckled to be born. Link asked Su Wei for a while. A lottery. Before in the wilderness. How did you escape? Those talkers. Su Wei said. I have a pattern of protection. But only compare yourself. A word about a person in the 3rd year of high school is effective. Link said helplessly. You start with Lin Jing. I can't take care of my sister. The Daily Sun is a 2-day time deposit. Su Wei said. The boy was very satisfied and agreed. Link sees things. Confirmed. Nothing more. And opened the door. Is a promise to leave. Su Weijin did not want to leave. Asked casually. Why is this job not covered? I see you're home. Still have room. Link pretends to be a secret in this movie. Yes, Su Wei said. You look so beautiful. Difficult woman. Are not you afraid? Su Wei said confidently. If you are such a person. You in the wilderness. I can do it already. Link construction. I had no choice but to promise him to live here. Then it was the beginning of the same life. And the sky. Link took Su Wei to the hospital to resist his sister. Su Wei said that I will definitely take good care of my sister. Do not worry. Link then expressed himself. Still a bit busy. Left the hospital. In order to reduce the crime rate. Prevent time imminently stipulated. Netizens picture enter. Promised. It takes 300 days to get in and out. Deposit as security. Link out is his own time deposit. Successfully entered the outer zone. Just at the recruitment site where Mori trained and won. Everyone is waiting in line. Suddenly dropped into a very bad car. Hongchong Jiji, who completely disregarded Lu Ren's safety. Lu people are angry and helpless to express. In this Mori world. People who still have conditions to drive. Even if he bumps into him, can't you afford it? After the car stops. A man facing Weisuo got out of the car. This man is Zhao Chengan. I heard that he took office before he turned 18. Captain of the Yojia discrimination squad. Link overheard. Then Su Wen is copying Su Wen's Lu Ren. Served as the captain of the 4 major discrimination groups. Isn't it mandatory to require CG skills? Is he already an enhancer of CG? Lu people ask and say. How can there be? I heard it's only the 8th. But he is the second son of the Zhao family. How about a job that discriminates against team leaders? Zhao Chengan. Link read the name Zhao Chengan. Feel a bit lost. He suddenly remembered. It seems to be approved by Zhao. Su Wei's namesake for the scammer of time deposit. So he picked up his mobile phone and took pictures of Zhao Pai. Release Bureau Zhao Shuwei confirmed. Is this the person? It's really him. At this time, the examiner called everyone to enter the arena. Ready to start physical fitness test. Link looking for a chance. Jiwen Zhao Chengan. Did you yesterday? Lie to others 200 days time deposit. This Zhao Chengan not only has to wait and see. Admitted that he had cheated Su Wei. Also solved with Link's statement. Security threat. Link obediently closes the group. Don't display multiple tubes. Link discriminates against him as a wanderer. It is indeed such a quality feeling molecule. Explain. You will pay for it. Zhou Sungin says. You don't know if you don't look at yourself. Dare me to be right. Now it's Link's turn to take the physical fitness test. Link is not only the best uncle in the speed test. The strength test is also a breakthrough. Past superlative road. Response test scores are even higher. Directly through. People in the middle couldn't believe it when they saw Link's stats. Points show. If the machine is not broken, then this person's strength is too tough, right? Link's data has reached Zhao Chengan. Zhao Chengan was thinking to himself. So what about 8th? If you do right with me, you'll die. Link passed the first test. Next is the second combat assessment. The content of the assessment is that the examinee completely disarms the weapon. Then a 1v1 sparring with single-level skills. Even close third round. Bai Ji directly eliminated. Before Link started the exam. Just follow Zhao Chengan. Because what Su did was to take over the enmity. Link thought. Zhao Ziyang. Enter the martial arts with Zhao Chengan. Likely to be later. Zhao Ji is too confident in Zhao Chengan's ability. He enters Gu Yang's card. Zhao Chengan fights with Link. This is simply death. Because they don't know. Link in front of me. But one opened. Zhao Chengan at this time. I didn't know I was going to be tortured. To Yang Yang's Zhao Ji, Link said. I will make you look good in a while. Link listen. Heart love. That's exactly what I want. See if I don't pay attention to your fried rice. Link told Zhao Chengan right after he came on stage. You beat me like this. Zhenqi didn't have a chance to teach him a lesson. You just deliver it to your door. Zhao Chungan listened. So angry as to press. He punched him furiously. But it was easily picked up by Link. Before Zhao Chungan could react, Link immediately launched the fan punch again. Zhao Chang'an quickly launched Wu Hao circle contact. But his strength is too weak. Get back after being hit by Link. Just when he didn't fight the book, Link continued to push for power. Ma Zhao Chungan was beaten and lay down on the ground. This Zhao Chungan. It's just a principle, don't strengthen people. And Link is an intensifier of double balls with principles and ideas. Because ideas can improve the strengthener's big. Zhao Chang'an's actions are under Lin Ke's strict control. Like all movements, it's all broken. Zhao Chungan rushed over with his head full. But he was kicked out by Link and fell to the ground. Zhao Chungan thought. He's just a bully. Why is it so much stronger than me? Zhou Sungan's unconvinced Bala. Open the ring cover on the hand. This ring prohibits the true feelings. He traced Link and rushed over. But it was lost by Lin Kelama. A strong failure turned him upside down. Link secretly shouted Zhao Chungan on the ground. Roast off and cheating. Suddenly the host Guan Zhao Chungyong jumped onto the platform. He struggled to push Link away and yelled. You are the one who farts and cheats. He also said to the heavy man. Link was cheated for hiding his independence. Cancellation. Link was manipulated by them. It's all slow. They really are the same people. Zhao Changyong just deliberately put the Dujin ring at Link's feet. Just when Link cheated, Link dragged out the phone. He opened the photo of Zhao Chungan he just took and showed it to everyone. It's not because it's clearly in Zhao Chungan's hands. Seeing that Link has evidence to prove his innocence, Zhao Changyong had no choice but to admit that Link shot melee. Zhao Chungan said to Link, I can't stop giving you. Link looked at the two and thought to himself. Long pooey why stuff? I'll settle accounts with you after I pass the test. Watch Link go. Zhao Chungan, who was beaten and forced to clear Lianzhong, confessed to Zhao. Brother, I must hold the tide. Zhao Changyong said in a single way. This is for me. Link looked at even the third round of the oven. Still some time. I found a coffee shop and went in to take a break. When Link is done resting. When coming early to the bakery. But found that the weak roasting place is almost empty and no one is there. Link immediately suspects. Did those two brothers make some kind of drug, son? He found the door and asked to find out. In order to prevent Link from reaching the roasting place in the dark, Zhao Changyong even tried to change the location of the bakery. And deliberately didn't send comrades to Link. Do tech Link. Therefore, to lose the qualification of the oven box. Maybe let his underground Zhao Chungan take Link's place. This trick is really impressive. While they are waiting. When it's time to bake. Link, however, felt that the Link thinks first. Thanks to the bed. Added 51% silent spin. He just fell in love. But Zhao Zhiyong still kept a hand. Link Lin. Wearing a baking box. There is another student. So this guy Zhao Chungan successfully replaced his student quota. You can continue to participate in the third round of baking boxes. Although the Chinese are dissatisfied. But they are afraid of being put on small shoes and dare not make a living. The requirements for the third round oven box are: everyone goes out with their enhanced equipment. Then put on the same prescribed equipment as the bakery. Within the designated Golden Ash group. Kill a Chinese. On the head of every Chinese in the roasting ground. Is there a condition for wearing extremes? A Chinese in Yuanchuan. Also divided into different grades. The higher the level, the more responsibility points. Roasted students rarely play a Chinese. Seedlings in hand. Let's sweep the horse together. You can get the corresponding extreme points. The oven time is 1 hour. Final score. Former citizen. You can complete the oven box. Into Mori training strictly. After 10 minutes of prep time, Tara Jiyan announced the official start of the oven box. The middle-aged people take the time to use it in the baking field. Start to kill a Chinese. Lin Ke thought to himself. With my current strength, it is not difficult to pass through the oven box. But the Zhao family brothers. I will never let myself go easily. It is estimated that in this roast market, I will also find a way to give myself 100,000 words. In addition to roasting a few points. Lin Ku also transferred a lot of time deposits. He opened the time system mall. Bought a running department. Learn skills immediately. This running skill can increase the movement speed of one generation in the vaccine. Learn to play skills. Lin Ku seized the time and killed some alienated people. Zhang Daolin can open Xiamiewi on the rooftop. When viewing the score ranking, suddenly a person appeared, holding a big knife. Just slash at Lin Ku. Fortunately, Lin Ku responded quickly. Avoid. Turn out to be Zhao Chenggan, the silver villain. Arrange a pair of double-pack Thai brothers in the first 9 of the exam. Come on, Lincoln. Shuang Chenggan gave Shuangbo Tai a high-end fortified weapons for revenge. Ask them to take Lin Ku down. Shuangbo Tai brothers are strict with Lin Ku. Seal the son's order. I'm going to kill you here today. Empress Lin Ku smiled lightly and said, who doesn't know this? Righteous Shuangbo Tai brothers. Ready for 2. When attacking Lin Ku activates collapse and does not jump up. I almost killed brother Shuangbao in seconds. Shuangbao Tai brother. Seeing that my brother was almost killed, he took out a big knife. Noisy Lin Ku approved the past. Too bad he's too slow. It won't hurt Lin Ku at all. Lin Ku observed that the knife he was holding was unusually long. It should be an advanced enhanced weapon. Lin KB yes. When I saw you, I went out of town again. Early Z, who has experienced the real estate killing. Finish. One can't go up. Knock out the knife in Shuang Baotai's hand directly. Instant kill. Just when brother Shuangbao was still reacting, Lin Ku rushed over and killed him instantly. Lin Ku thought that if he took this knife away now, afraid of being found cheating, so he found the place. Hide this fine knife. Thinking about finding a chance to come back in the future. After this valley killing, Lin Ku found a place to rest. For the sake of the place, the Zhazhe brothers will calculate again. Lin can open the time system mall. Bought 12 bottles in a row. And Lin Ku. The principal level has been directly raised to the 9th episode. Because of the purchase of a large number of. The system mall gave the prince a lottery chance. Link opens the lottery. Won a 1,500 daytime deposit. Lightning Electric T-Onlay network enters. Sky Thunder Net is a one-function skill. You can use Ellie to screw up the thunder element in the air. Sends out a lightning net snake with a paralyzing effect. After Lin Ku practiced a skill happily on the rooftop. Just walked downstairs and was about to change places, continue to kill and change people. Unfortunately, the original Lu Zhan ran into Zhao Chenggan. Zhao Chenggan cheated in the sea. Holding an advanced enhanced weapon in his hand. Zhao Chenggan Ji Lin Ko Manhwa Exhibition. I thought about those useless twins. Neither of the intruders can beat him. Zhao Chenggan, Zhaoran himself holds advanced enhanced weapons. Think you have the upper hand. Started to challenge Lin Ko recklessly. Said that today I will let you out of this small gap. Lin Ko looked at him and kept saying that he would kill the general with his hands. It's a vulgar thing to say. Now that there's no one around, I'll be fine. You trash point line. After Zhao Chenggan entered, Chao Lin Ko approved the angry rule knife. Speaking of miscellaneous. Dying too slowly. Lin Ko said after avoiding the heat of the sword. Go around. Hit Zhao Chenggan on the chest. This circle made Zhao Chenggan stronger. Lin Keqing died. Deal with you kill. I can't even use the force. Zhao Chenggan refused to accept it and went back to criticize it. Big man. Fart. Again. But his actions are in Lin Qian. It's too slow. Then he was hit by Lin Ku in a circle. He scratched stand. Lin Ku said. Today if you are 10 times. Time savings. I'll find you. Zhao Chenggan thought. Someone from the outside did it right. After reverse recording. I must step on you today. He actually activates the skill. Ask for approval from the light cross exhibition. But it was easily defeated by Lin Ku's collapsing mountain circle. Zhao Chenggan number 1. How so? How could he stand? I strengthen the skills of weapons. Zhao Chenggan asked Lin Ku. Have you reached episode 9 yet? Impossible. I obviously investigated. You are eighth. Lin Keiji called. Explain. What you don't know is that there are more. I'll give you another 5 seconds to think about it. If you don't agree, I will send you on your way. Also threatened Lin Ku. I'm the young master of the Zhao family in that area. You dare to kill me. Lin Ke kept saying. How about the big demon? Zhao Chenggan is really scared. He knew that Lin Ke really wanted to kill. Just when he didn't know what to say. Suddenly 2 other Su people entered the country. Zhao Chenggan ate chicken C. Got sick. He wants to kill me. Lin Kashio thought to himself. Now I can only find his life. But don't let it go. So rushed to seize Zhao Cheng'an city. He smashed his sister-in-law Miao with one knife. Lin Ku said. Although spare your life. But you don't even try to pass the exam. Zhao Chenggan. I really didn't expect this Lin Ku. It turned out to be such a good decision. Look at Lin Ku getting ready to leave. Zhao Cheng'an's statement. Wait for me. Lin Ke thought to himself. This household is harmed. Must find a chance to get rid of. Sister-in-law is a generation after generation. Zhao Cheng'an had no choice but to find Zhao Cheng's future. See my brother. Being cultivated by Lin Ke like this. Zhao Chengyong said. I will definitely find a chance to kill him. After the 3rd round of assessment. Zhao Chengyong sent all those who passed the assessment to Memory City. Also came up with an agreement. Say you only have one chance. Confirm the person entering the house. Just sign the agreement. Lin is afraid. Zhao Chengyong, what kind of world is he playing? He picked up the agreement, serious inspection terms. At this moment Zhao Chengyong said to Lin Ku. If you don't want to leave. Lin Ku was very moved when he saw the benefits in the agreement. Sister as dependent. Get better treatment. Lin Ke thought to himself. And come to drop the party water and come to support. He can't care about that much anymore. Keep the agreement. After tens of millions of agreements. Zhao Changyong sent the team members. How many boxes are there for training at 8 o'clock tonight? Lin Ke contacted Su Wei in the dormitory. Su asked to explain the situation. Unexpectedly, this insidious Zhao Zhiyong. Surprisingly, surveillance cameras were installed on the decoration of Lin Ke's dormitory. He learned through surveillance. Lin Ke has a solution and is in the hospital. So secretly sent someone over. Professional to a few boxes of time. When everyone is training. Zhao Zhiyong followed another man named Qi. His rank seems to be higher than that of Zhou Jiyang. It turns out that he is the chief diplomat of the Mori training camp. This is Guan called Zheng Xiong. Hachio. He is the head of the Guardian Knights. When he passed by Lin Ku. Lin Ke was deceived by his powerful Qin Chen. Lin Ke thought to himself. Is this the booster of the C9 machine? Very strong sense of oppression. At this time Zhang Xiong Bahua. Welcome to join. The Bonghuang project of Mo Day training camp. Bonghuang project. Just to get you out of the way. Become a stronger person. Now you're all part of the deal. If the training meets the standard. It is necessary to dissolve and withdraw all benefits. Finish. He confessed to Zhao Zhiyong. It will take 3 months for this group of students. No promotion to C9 at all. Just left. Zhao Zhiyong occupies the class stage. Pretend to ask Lin Ke to come on stage. He said he was going to demonstrate artillery rights to the students. Lin Ke thought to himself. This will certainly not just want to show so simple. Just look at what he said stupidly. Lin Q and Zhao Zhiyong. How? Want to avenge your good-for-nothing brother? Zhao Ziangfu. You want to lie too long. I'll let you see now. If what happens to our Zhao family? Zhao Zhiyong falsely saw the name of the demonstration. Just get a set of artillery right from Lin Ku. But he doesn't know. Lin Ku is at the same time. Smokers. Lin Ku dodged him immediately. All skills. Zhao Zhiyong's construction is a disaster. He is a god. Can escape my sea-level skills. When I saw Lin Qichuan, I ran away. Zhao Zhiyong's furious joint performance is too lazy to watch. Immediately launch enhanced skills. The whirlwind was kicked. Explain. I see how you hide. In the end, Lin Ku escaped by jumping over again. On stage. Isn't it just extending the artillery rights? Why are there legs that don't strengthen skills? Hear the voice of heavy suspicion. Zhao Ziyang, just sit down for now. He found a ring. Let everyone disband and go back. Lin Ke stayed behind noisy. It turned out that Zhao Ziyang found two people. The solution of Lin Ke, who was kidnapped by the district hospital. He took out his mobile video. Show Lin Ke. I go with him and he walks with himself. Lin Ke saw Xieju was kidnapped. Said angrily. How dare you touch me? I have no case for you. But now the solution is in his hands. Lin Ke had no choice but to follow him into the elevator. Came to the underground. Followed him to another. Dragons lead to the arrival of many animals. Between transporters since 16 years ago. Storm disaster. Most of the living things on Earth have become. Except for the mutated human beings. There are also many biological changes. These mutations are collectively referred to as mutant hands. Sexually survived animals become several precious. Stand out, don't say it can fill the bed. Even the sword is hard to see me. See these cute animals. Lin Ke recalled that Xiejian had always wanted to. Defense against the people. Lin Kerson wants to wait for me to go out. We must work hard to earn deposits. Don't untie the handle of the sword. Seeing so many animals raised by Zhao Jia, Lin Ke dared to talk about Zhao Jiatsai's obedience. Is it possible to see that they are some kind of experiment here? Zhao Ziyang took Lin Ke. Came to a strange room. Turn out to be. This is an experiment by a perverted professor. Zhao Ziyang told Lin Ke. I don't want to explain something. Just lie down on the lab bed obediently. Experiment with the professor. Reluctantly. But Lin Ke can only cooperate and lie down. Unexpected moment. They tied up the prize. Link sees himself. Ready to tie up. Be good to Zhao Ziyang. This is Mo retraining Yang. How dare you mess around? Zhao Ziyang proudly said. While you follow me. Kick that moment. Don't go out alive. See, the forest may be growing. Perverted professor says. Don't bother. This is a buckle is a pervert. Foot rate of Pete envoys. Even the ultimate enhancer. Can't argue. At this time, Zhao Jian also came out suddenly. He said to Lin Ke. Rest assured. I won't be so fast, what about you? As he spoke, he took out a high-voltage electric dream. Make a pair. Ready to fold the Merlin with the motor. Lin Ke has a look. Thought. Oh. Motor. That's all right. I am a strengthened person of the lightning system. I'm still afraid of your electricity. Zhao Jian held a high-voltage electric dream. Lin Ke, who is very ruthless, wants to. Lin Ke also cooperated with the performance. Very loud. Conduction. Zhao Zhio and Zhao Jian. Look at Lin Ke's back teleportation. Not dead yet. Two brothers thought. He couldn't survive the professor's experiment anyway. Means that he has finished beforehand. Professor can let. This little Guangxi buckle body is not bad. What a good experiment. Then start guiding. His experimental drug. Lin Ke saw that the two brothers understood. Don't pretend anymore. Open to hear the professor. What are you going to do? Link. Woke up so quickly. Experience. I thought you'd be lucky one day. Lin can see. He's going to inject himself with the experimental drug. Immediately use spiritual power to open the buckle. Ready to escape. But I heard the professor say. The medicine to be given to him. It's Lei Dian's device, mind and medicine. Lin Ke thought to himself that the Lei Dian weapon and medicine pull. This may be an opportunity. So lie down. Let him inject the drug pull. After the injection. Then two preachy shouting. It's a great experiment. I will be the master. After being injected. Lin Ke feels a power. Fun in own lap. But his body does not reject this force at all. After a period of absorption. He can clearly feel the power of his spiritual chain. Faster upgrade. Not only that. Because Link himself belongs to the Thunder Palace artifact. He can also use drug pull. Bodily harm. After a while, the professor came to check the effect of the medicine. He found that not only was Linka not dead, it even absorbed the medicine very smoothly. Link. Kid. How do you feel? Linka not only said. No change. The professor saw that Linka was picking on him like this. Change theory. Just injected you. The agricultural degree is only 22%. Now I will add another life to you. Linka thought to himself. Only 20% of the agricultural power level raised me to the 3rd level. This is no better than buying the mutual. So Rick continued to lie down. Received another injection from Professor Yaoji. Professor thought. Several previous experiments. At most, it can only reach the 4th stage. This kid has reached the 5th stage. Quite energetic. In his rage. Inject Rick again. 60% of the power of the drug pole. Lake's construction. I'm running out of time. Go on for a while. I will die big. Did not expect. In order to see the experimental results, the professor. Turn it over to Lake immediately. 500 days time deposit. At this time. Time system prompts Lake. Speed chain. Promoted to the 4th stage. Also get a chance to draw. Saw Lake got injected. Known do 60% of the drug pole. But it still says it doesn't work. The professor said nothing. Just ran out. Lake took the opportunity. Use Naruto to unlock the buckle. Make up and use. New ideas. Take a look at the spiritual chain. Professor Jian hasn't come back yet. Lake gets laid. In the laboratory. Start collecting evidence of the Zhao family's secret experiments. Early next morning. The professor ran back to the lab. Also escaped a large nuclear charge pole. Xin Fun told Lake. Xiao Da. This is me last night. Spent all the most precious materials. Produced by Lianye. This time it will work. Although I don't know. What kind of experiment does the perverted professor want? But Lake thought. So many drugs. It should allow my mind level to continue to improve. The professor started giving Rick non-stop. Injection pole. But found Rick's body. Nothing happens at all. Seeing that there are only the last 3 screens left. The professor started to hesitate. Do you want to keep fighting? Rick Build says. Continue to teach. Isn't there 3 screens? Look at Rick's unafraid of death. The professor picked up another screen of medicine and punched it down. This double power is really powerful. Lake thought. But it's still within the range of my city. Let's see Lake survive twice as fast. Professor C. What are you blaming me for? Lake absorbed. I think I can still bear it. So the professor injected 3 times the potency. Professor Jinzhuang says. You boy is really talented. Now the pain Rick finally felt. And its mind power has directly risen to the 8th level. Lake's brain was developed to clear. The numbness of the strong horns moves again. Can see clearly. Rick's mental power is now extremely high. It's almost full. The professor picks up the last quintuple energy potion. Tell Lake. This is the pinnacle of my skills. If this screen also fails, there is no way. Lake thought. The last screen. Wait until the screen is absorbed. Then my thought power is extremely high. Should be able to break through the earth. I just kill it. At this time, Zhao Chainan suddenly came to the laboratory. He saw that Rick was still alive. Just ask the professor. What are you doing? The professor said. Just injected him with triple potency. All failed. Now ready to inject him 5 times the fact. Zhao Chen Anya. This Lakejing can survive at 3 times the energy. He came over to Lake and said. Your boys' meeting is so tough. Rick's angry scolding evidence. Chop suey. Zhao Chainan said angrily after hearing this. Never mind. I'll give you a death trick, what's it called? Then let the professor. Immediately use the medicine with 5 times the strength. Hit him down. Injection safety. Rec Lima tears getting better. Look. Why is it so painful to eat 5 times the energy? Zhao Chen Quiet Yaji's motor gang says. This is what happens to your kid character. After speaking, he went down between Rick's body. Originally Lake had reached. I feel like I'm about to be wronged. As a result, Zhao Qinan. The body seems to be inhabited by new energy. At this time, the system prompts Lake. Prime thought power level. To advance to 9th. Get a lucky draw. Lake use. Nianli unbuttoned the award. Da Hai Jun. Die for me. A group of them rushed towards Zhao Qinan. Zhao Qianan's body. I can't bear the power of this group at all. Mouth and soil first. Hang up right away. Professor by the side. See this situation. Even shouted. Succeeded. I finally made it. Lake told the professor. Teach you. Follow Zhao Qinan. A lot of business supervisor Hanli's business. You have to die too. After talking, another group of passed. Identify the fetus. Professor killed. After tidying them up. Zhao Chen. Evidence of secret experiments. Flee the scene quickly. Lake thinks first. Zhao Chen. The user should still be teaching the students. Take advantage of now. Just go to the hospital quickly. In the hospital. Su Wei looked at the front. The two men who priced them online. It's all episode 8. He thinks first. I can't beat myself alone. We have to find a way to notify Rick. Look at the way Su Wei asked for a couplet. Man of miscellaneous. The effectiveness of Manhua is a screen share. Su Wei said. Little sister, don't be afraid. I was just ordered to protect you. Then Su Wei's cell phone remembered. Man, pick it up. It's Lake calling. Su Weijian asks a man. Can I take it? The man said. Sure. But I'll pick it up. Direct telephone. Then came Rick's voice. Call out. Protect sister. Just in Su Wei. When a man is in trouble. The doctor who knocked on the door opened. Saw Lake pass in. Another man asked. Who? Lake is silent. Jump straight up. Blow the man away. Dian Zinan sees his colleague and goes to do it, and he will be dealt with. Scared. He asks. You are Lake. Go to hell. Dian Zinan shouted. Then pick up the knife. Noisy Rick rushed over. Too slow. Lake root. Don't give Lake the chance to rebel. Kick it over. Rick turned into a boy. Random mouth tone continued. Hang up on the spot. Su Wei Bei Lake. This wave of operations went straight down. Where are you still standing in a daze? Rick uses mind power. Unravel the phonon of Quangbong Shuwei. Fly to explain this. Go quickly. Su Wei Kai reacted. Followed Rick and quickly left the hospital. Teruji uses steel to give Su a play lesson. I heard a call coming from my cell phone. Over the phone. That is to say. Brother Zhao is not good. That Lake. The hospital killed the people who were too past. Also untie him and leave. Teruji came to the underground laboratory half a week after listening to it. He opened the door and saw Zhao Chen gone. Fly where he stands still. Just go up and take pictures. What are you doing here, boy? Just take it. Zhao Ziyang saw Zhao Chengan, who turned his head. The downed Lian Lian retreats. He didn't expect Zhao Chengan. Was killed by Rick. Become one person. At this time, the perverted professor who became a human being. Make him cry. Teruji uses one power to shut down one professor of chemistry. Then quickly escape the laboratory elevator. Shut Zaya Chengan in the underground laboratory. Think carefully. Damn Lake. I will find you again. Lake with Xie Jia and Su Wei. Came to edit a useless community. After setting up the solution. Su Wei Wei Lake. Next. What should we do? Lake says. The people who take care of the house must be looking for me everywhere now. You wait here now. I'm going out to find you some groceries. Su Weisheng said. Okay. Then you should come back quickly. Lake thought. Now I can only believe Su Wei. Leave the analysis to him. Lake opened the actual system and took a look. How much? Your current strength. Even against some. Low-level sea-level enhancer. Should be fine. After going out, Rick came to the set of Wife with a book. Ready to solve. Enough to buy some basic medical supplies. Jiang Shu thought he was visiting a doctor, so he asked, "What's wrong with you, boy?" After watching the whole person walk in, Rector in the mask says, "Jiang Shu is me. Lake. Jiang Shu's difference. Long time no see, you little one. How is your analysis now?" Rick has a lot to say. Still the same. Jiang Shu. I want to buy some glucose. Jiang Shu thought Lake bought these. Is ready to serve. It's true that Rick better not go out right now. I heard that there are a large number of medical professionals in Shanghai. Big everywhere. Lake doesn't want to cut a book. I have to spread pornographic books. A friend of mine is sick. It's not convenient for him to come over. After listening to Jiang Shu, he invented a new generation of glucose. Location Lake said take it. Anyway, in 2 days. I really can't keep going. After listening to the scriptural medicine, Lake asked, "Why can't it go on?" Jiang Shu said helplessly, "Medical supplies are getting more and more expensive now. It's too late for people to compete for grapes. Can only be crowned." Lake finished listening. Immediately hold Jiang Shu's hand. Transferred him for 30 days. Time deposit. Xianwan with Jiang Shuhan. Just when Lake was about to leave, people. Suddenly came one. The man who bullied Zhang. Walk in and ask, "Lao Zhang. Did anyone suspicious come to your place to buy glucose?" Jiang Shu yidding. What did you think of? Glancing at the glucose in Rick's hand. This is the man who noticed the strap Rick was carrying. Missed to ask. Kid. What do you buy these for? Lake thought. Go away. Someone from the Zhao family must be looking for him. Book for Brian Lee. Lake Shenman. Haven't reacted yet. Ran out quickly. The man witnessed and quickly took out his mobile phone. Call and say, "Come back. He is here." Rick escaped from the real place. Hid in a project. I haven't waited for a breath. Suddenly a boy ran out. You are Lake. At the beginning, the young man passed the plane to order the people on board. Just ran away from Rick. It turned out that Zhao's family couldn't move through the whole process. He is training in the sun. Kill someone and escape. The difference in waiting ability between the two is too far. Rick had no intention of hurting the innocent. I gave him a pass rate and left. Rick hides in nobody's item. Thinking about how to go back. Immediately, 3 people from the Zhao family found him. Runaway says, "It's your little one. We take him." The 3 of them thought the number of people is Zhao's advantage. Rushed over together. Overreaching. Lake by yes said. Then beat them down with 2 or 3 hits. Damn Zhao Ziyang. I have to get out of town ASAP. Rick pretended to be strong and said something. And left quickly. Lake returned with Pututang. Su Weiha solves this problem. Seeing that Lake is back, Su Wei anxiously said. Now you're being screened all over town. How about we hide in the name? Lake Shore may be. I just sent them fake news about being out of town. As long as we stay here. Still very safe. And my sister hasn't woken up yet. There are many people in Shengwai's talk. It's too dangerous to take him out now. Su Wei after listening. Think it makes sense. Then I didn't say anything. Lake sits down and thinks. I have to find a way. Access to Zhao's experimental secrets. To prove my innocence. He glanced at the time on his hand. Just over 100 days. I can't get into that area at all. I need to figure out a way to save some time. Lake picks up the phone. I want to see who can help me. Sent a pass. Rick thinks it's okay. Why bother the sage? This is Zhao Ziyongjing calling. Lake saw that it was Zhao Ziyong's call. Suddenly thought of a way. Lake's phone call. Zhao Ziyong threatened. You can't escape. Hand it over. Lake says. Now the initiative is in my hands. Want to lose? Just prepare a 3,000 daytime deposit for me. Pay with one hand and deliver with one hand. Where do leaves cross? Zhao Ziyangwei. Wait for my message at night. Rick hung up the phone after finishing speaking. Su Wei overheard it by chance. Their call. They Lake. You really want to give them the evidence? Lake confidently said. Of course not. I have to get revenge first. Lake found a fee-level factory that is familiar with the environment. Then sent the address to Zhao Ziyong. Lake thought. This Zhao Ziyong is so conceited. He must feel. You can kill me by yourself. No one else will come. After 20 minutes. Sure enough, Zhao Ziyong drove over alone. Zhao Ziyong went to the rooftop. After seeing Rick, he said coldly. Things. Lake says. Give me time. Then I have to drop my passerby. Zhao Ziyong was afraid that Lake would have his share. Don't move him now. Zhao Ziyong had no choice but to call back. Turn the engine off. Then he threw the time card with 3,000 to Lake. Give him everything that should be given. Zhao Ziyong's theory of destruction. All right. Throw it and bring it. Lake immediately threw something over to him. But he didn't lose. But a dangerous central war. Zhao Ziyong builds and shouts. Want to go? Naive. Rick releases Central Affairs after the war. Did not leave. Instead, while Zhao Ziyong was not paying attention. From the Central Force. Charged it with a fan. Zhao Ziyong Qingsong dodged. Clearly said. I see your habit. Or do not know. Breathe the gap between the pole and the earth. Yeah. Lake came over from a corner again and said. Turn out to be. He just got it. It's just a fake move to let Zhao Ziyong relax the tight ladder. Zhao Ziyong was hacked by Lake's heavy network. A corner. Direct fraud. Zhao Ziyong will call you back. My dear Zhao Guan. Lake imitates and fine-tunes Zhao Ziyong. Zhao Ziyong saw how complacent Lake was in front of him. Angry stripped coat. Prepare to clean up Lake seriously. Zhao Ziyong directly launched the military plan. Rick rushed over. Although Zhao Ziyong Lake is a principal. Learn level 3 intensive person. But he didn't miss you. So his actions are in Lake's eyes. It's all broken. Every skill of his. They were all perfectly closed by Rick. How could it be? Why can't I hit his pole? One set operation down. Zhao Ziyong immediately began to doubt life. Rick jumped away and gave him another slap in the face. Look at you. Is it too long? Effort wasted. Zhao Ziyong finished listening. Outraged by the thorough. He Zhao Ziyong killed Lake. Can't buy the surrounding environment at all. Lake thought. Let's go ahead with the plan and take him down. Don't make the action too big. Avoid drawing attention. So I brought him to the front. Bad line tight position. Sure enough, Zhao Ziyong caught Lake's thread tightness at once. He was tied up and fell to the ground. Die. Unexpectedly, Zhao Ziyong stole the pistol. Lake Jinjuan hurriedly took off the pistol of Zhao Ziyong's pistol. Then got it in my hands. Got the pistol. Lake did not forget to continue to quarrel and say. Although you are AC grade. But obviously you haven't made it. Killed someone privately. Don't you know Womini I knife? Faster than a gun. Speaking of which, Lake took out the Qi Yan Quanren. See Lake's authority. Zhao Ziyong was afraid that there would be threats from Feng Lu, and Lake said. How dare you kill me? Safe on the road. For those who were killed by your Zhao family. Pay the price. Lake finished. Did not give him a chance to answer. Directly net Zhao Ziyong's praise position and tear it down. Looking at the dead Zhao Ziyong. Lake thought. You Zhao family have done so many unreasonable things. I won't let it go. This is Lake noticed Zhao Ziyong. If the car that falls next to you. So take his if. Follow the map on the car. Ready to drive to Zhao Ziyong's home. See what else they're hiding. Because it's Zhao's car. Rick sang Tong Wu group all the way. Lake successfully came to Zhao Ziyong's big farewell. See this large number. Lake wondered how much the Zhao family would suck. Only the blood of the poor can live in such a house. Recafinox walks into the house. Ready to continue gathering more evidence. At the same time, the vice president of the Zhao family doesn't know that Zhao Ziyong has been killed by Rick. Still waiting for his return in the US. Zhao Zhong, chairman of Zhao Ji Group. It was Zhao Ziyang's father. Zhao Chongxuan asked his eldest son Zhao Jiabai. Is there any news about Ziyong? Zhao Jiabai said. Phone call. But he didn't see. That should fix that kid. Are you busy going back to training camp? Zhao Zhong said angrily. How dare that kid kill my son? Heat is what happens to him. Besides, go and bring Zhao Chenggan back. Lake came to Zhao Ziyang's house. Accidental discovery. He actually has a genetic reservoir in his home. And this genetic. There are still a lot of gene depositors out there. Now Rick finally understands. Why hasn't there been a successful Zhao Ji? It can also be a Western level enhanced person. Lake sees so much to count. I thought it should be enough for me to put the principal level. Go west. And it was Lake who directly activated the gene storage. Or Shisho genetics to improve. Genes count for shrieky meat. In the way of repair. Help users improve the level of principles. Because the base flesh of the whole body is constantly being repaired in silly. Lake has already passed through the pain. Suddenly, the time system reminded him of him. The system prompts Rick's principal level. One sound to see one level. And get a chance to win a lottery. Original time system complaints. Each breakthrough increases a large level. You can get a reward coin that surpasses the level once. Big draw. Rick will first talk about the ones drawn by the southern monsters. All ground level equipment. If you don't go to the pain I've shipped over. Rick hides from genetics. Open draw. Man. Get an optical guide. At this time, since there is a sound. Lake first. In this way, I can escape the hands and enter Zhao's house for a kiss. After Lake put away the hidden voice. Continue to search for evidence at Zhao Ziyou's house. Accidentally saw a group photo of the three Lake brothers on the desk. Lake picked it up and took a closer look and found. This is not the analysis state. Then Zhao made the escape car? I will never forget this car number. Rick thought angrily. Could it be that these two cars belonged to Zhao Jianbai? This is the sound of knocking on the door. Someone is yelling at the door. Little I delivered. In order not to arouse the suspicion of the Zhao family, Rick goes to the door. Pretending to be Zhao Ziyong's voice and saying put it down and leave. Yes. Few eyes. The people outside the door left after speaking. View by monitoring. Lake finds that they get. I don't know why the car. In or out? So there is no one outside. Walked out. Lake opened the back door of the back car. Want to see what they gave to Cho Yongyun? What's coming? Zhao Cheng'an's face suddenly appeared. Hop off the lake. Their Zhao family really has all hands and eyes. Since Zhao Cheng'an, who has become a Iowa person. Secrets brought home from the lab. The laws of the whole city are within. Once a person is found, will be merged immediately. It seems that the Zhao family really doesn't take the law seriously. See this scene. Rick took out his phone angrily. Take pictures of the evidence that the Zhao family sheltered Iowa people. After shooting the video, Lake opens the dragon. Let Zhao Chenggan out. Direct product union. Take his time to kill the backward. Lake instantly obtained more than 5,000 days of time deposit. Lake thinks first. Plus from Zhao Ziyong. The 3,000 day time card you got. Should be enough. I've also raised Rayleigh's level to C1. Back in the lake. While continuing to search for evidence. Suddenly a miscellaneous hand from the Zhao family. Bieshu brought a large number of small lands. The miscellaneous hand who takes the lead. Left the other small lands outside. Entered the other chief Zhao Ziyou alone. I didn't expect to run into Lake as soon as I walked into the Great Court. How will you be here? Zhao shook his head and asked Lake. Our second young master. Looking at the head Zhao in front of me. Lake has found out that he is at least a C1 level telekinetic. Lake is thinking. High-level intentional practitioners are all at the unitary success level. As long as he can exercise, he can be solved. But advanced telepaths are generally difficult to approach. Have to think of a way. Lake suddenly pointed at the back of Zhao's head. Pretend to do things and say something. Zhao Ziyou. He's not behind you. Zhao Baodo was indeed deceived. He turned his head to look back. Lake took the opportunity to launch the analysis and not escape him. Filled up. Unexpectedly, he was dodged by him all of a sudden. Zhao turned his head to see that Lake actually wanted to steal it. Say little big. One is too difficult. That's it. Still want to hit me. After Zhao jumped his head away. Immediately launched the ability to resist the ring of fire. Direct moment. Around him. Creates a hot circle of flames. Sing this. Zhao turned his head and started again. List fireball skills. Directly block Lake's retreat. The wave of fireballs hits the lake. Rick escaped. But also received a little injury. Lake thought. It seems that this person is really not simple. Only the best and the best. So Lake took out the original calendar pistol. Go directly to the direction of Zhao Baotou. Took a few shots. After Zhao turned his head away from all the subbands. Say proudly. Is a thing. Still want to hurt me. Before you pull the trigger. I already dodged. Rick can come back. Of course I know. But my subband target. Not you at all. Turns out Rick used a pistol. Mars alarm in the lobby. Concentrate all. For a moment. All fire extinguishers in the hall. All mine sprinklers are turned on. Then start in the living room. While Lala's glue grade water comes. Remain. Sue puts his head on the challenge more proudly. Lake says. Just this little water. But I'm fighting. Talking. And put the flames around him. Burning more fiercely. Lake Bai says. The water is really not enough. Meet your flame. But enough. Enough for me to kill you. Thunder Horse. Rick immediately activates his skills. A body. The big snake that eats Thunder Palace. Noisy Morning put his head in the past. What's this? Head scratching problem. You are clearly a strengthener. Why? He's not finished yet. Was killed by Lei Dian. Don't praise the 6 houses for a moment. All cracked. Directly hung up. Little brother outside. Seeing wrong borrow. All rushed in. Ready to slip. As a result, after running in. I saw my boss. Already shut down by Rick. Brothers angrily took out their pistols. Let's design towards Lake together. But these boys. Where is Lake's opponent? After Lake dodges all the bullets. Just kill them. Destroy this thug. He fled the scene immediately. Back to Su Wei's solution. Already late at night. Sue saw that Lake was back. I hurriedly took out my phone. Turn on the news about the burning of the home and don't count the news about him. Did you do this? Lake thought. Is this still the less people know the safer? So Sa Huang told Su Wei. I take that energy. You go to rest. Let me see. Su Wei sees that Lake doesn't want to admit it. Did not continue to ask. Changed back to the room. Lake looks at marriage settlement says. I found the asshole in his state. Solve it, I will definitely stir it up for you. After finishing talking, I bumped into some time deposits for the solution. The next morning. Lake bought a lot of supplies for Su Wei again. I also transferred a lot of time deposits to him. Lake confirmed to Su Wei. I'm going to fix it. You stay here now. Su Wei Xin wanted to see that this fry. He must report. So I didn't come. Just tell Lake. Then you have to be careful. But agreed. I want to take me back to the famous city. This is when Rick suddenly agrees. But the prophecy didn't say anything. Rest assured. I'll be fine. Take it easy. After talking to Su Wei, he left. Lake is here in Weilan, the outer zone. One jump directly jumps into the range of that area. He came directly to the hotel. Choose a room to monitor. Live in a room that causes a different number of situations. Through the telescopic. Lake's observations caused a particularly grotesque. Not only hands everywhere. And everyone has a gun. Lake thought. Although there is a sense of invisibility. But it's not that easy to get in. Just raise the face level to see. Lake temporarily stayed in the hotel. In addition to daily observations and records. Initial situation of the coster. He also from the dark. Purchased information learned. Cause it is another enhancer of C5G. And in other numbers. There is also an image system minder who is in charge of the hand position, although he has a sense of invisibility. But the mind setter, movement through the ground, directly sensed the location of intruders. Lake thought. It seems that it is really difficult to go forward. Can't invade the old. And have to find a way. Boot caused by Recbet number. Otherwise, even if you go in and kill it, you can buy it. But I may not be able to get out of the way. He was thinking furiously. Anyway, to solve this enmity, you must get the right way. Observed according to the time of the week. Lake found. Enmity has always been on the other side. Even if you leave occasionally. We'll be back soon too. President Lake is going on like this. This kind of hotel costs a lot. Have to figure it out quickly. Ta-rek move. Just take the tune. According to the video of a person in custody. Posted directly to the web. Sure enough, the video can't be sent out. It's very busy to make revenge. Drove out. Lake look. Now this opportunity to get a car. Must hurry in. Kill photo by. Lake puts on the stealth directly. Once you come to the other number of enemies. Unexpectedly, I just walked into Huayuan. Tutsi capable. Brother Fideku. Found him. Show it to your stinky old man. After saying that, he came over without seeing each other. But after running, he didn't see anyone raising. He's the same. Just now I clearly feel that there is progress. How come no one? Then he noticed a hand position. Fell to the ground. He squatted down. I want to check the hand injury. Rick suddenly jumped. Jump. Put him directly on the ground. Lake thought. Although a capable person is very powerful. But as long as you compete. He never hit. When Lake thought he. The time when the sad brother coup has been solved. But found that he actually used. Panning skills. Protected capture. Sad little brother Fenuo said. You kid dare to sneak up on me. Finished speaking. Unleash the earthquake skill towards Rake. Seeing the ground directly is powerful. A lot of rubble. Rush to Lake. Really big gift. However, this earth level skill. Rick set it up right away. Lake thought he had to be dealt with as soon as possible. Can't move others. So instead of jumping, he was directly lucky. After solving this crisis, the library is thick. He found Zhao's door. They all open in one direction. Can't be pushed at all from the outside. When he was still frying. How to knock it out. A thug suddenly opened the door. Out of the book. Real good chance. He quickly knocked out and flowed in. According to this observation, Lake has already confirmed Zhao Jianbai's room. He found it quickly. Just found Zhao Jianbai's room. Open a door seal. Lake heard at the door. He's in the room getting ready for a woman. The sound of making hair. Lake thought. The Zhao family really are. Unconscionable speech. Brother died. And mood cycle fun. This is. He heard that Zhao Jianbai was in trouble for a woman. Is the fever really dead? Zhao Jianbai says. That's true, of course. And my second brother seems to be missing. How many mothers and brothers are there? Woman asked. A brother or two died. You can't live at all. Zhao Jianbai said without thanks. It's better to be dead. Thus. From now on, all the old man scenes. It's all mine. Ha ha ha. It's Lang Xing Dogfee. Almost in the drum. I will let you live together today. Lake finished listening. Rushed into the room. Directly on Zhao Jianbai's head. One right call. Unexpectedly, Zhao Jianbai dodged it. He kept it secret. And pushed the women's net Lake side over. I don't want to hurt the innocent Rick. Caught the woman. Zhao Jianbai is off the net. I match. Your account. Hit white to use women as party cards. Zhao Jianbai asked Lake. Who are you? Even rushed in. Farewell book from our Zhao family. Lei Kuji asked Zhao Jianbai. Why are you driving my sister? Listen to him. Zhao Jianbai remembered. Myself a few years ago. Indeed, driving Zhao Jianbai, thought Lake. Just an ordinary. Come to seek the dream head green head. Unexpectedly, a single-gun leather code came to find the quality. He considers himself selfish. Rick can't beat himself at all. What's more, my Zhao family doesn't write in the book. Still so many thugs. Not only is he not afraid. Tell Rick so hard. No reason. Just to prove. Our Zhao family's rights in the whole city are nothing more than. Turn out to be. Zhao Jianbai was driving that day. Here his girlfriend. The wind on the road requires the car to be tight. His girlfriend advised him to sell a little. It would be bad if Shuba bumped into someone accidentally. Unexpectedly, Zhao Jianbai said. Anyway, these Qin ghosts. A bunch of bad people die every day. So what if I kill one now? Finish. In order to prove himself in time. Bump into others to discuss. Legal self-defense. They actually picked up Lake's sister who was crossing the road. The new hospital bed ran towards him. Rick was furious after hearing this. Positive guy. Vanity is just for such a boring reason. It caused my sister to lie in the hospital all the time. Divorced for so long. Zhao Jianbai said endlessly. I'm sure you'll forget about it right away. Anyway, you won't be able to leave after seeing us, Zhao Jian. Rick said angrily. You don't need to care if I can go out. Because you're going to die soon. Zhao Jianbai thought that Lake was not his opponent. How dare you take the initiative to attack? Hit this Rick. However, Rick just turned around and lay down easily. The parents of King Zhao Jianbai. Total move with period cover back to the team with a blow. Zhao Jianbai Wuju's parents are in pain. Later on. How can you eat? I may see 3 enhancer. Rick's words. You guys. Just drink water and wait for the plane. Do you really think you can have something authentic? At this time Zhao Jianbai. Break Lake yourself. The fish immediately turned and fled. He fled to Shuzhua. Protrusion is dark and ball is dark. Call the thugs. Rick pulls out the force pistol. Directly copied Zhao Jianbai's hand and shot in the past. Zhao Jian stared blankly at his injured hand. Thought the ball was dark, did it go dark? But he just fired the sound of a gun. The scaffolders must have heard. Must suddenly time. The fish is his masquerade himself has surrendered. Also raised with substantial time deposits. Very Rex sister. Begging him to work himself out. Rick just doesn't care. I saw through his protrusion at a glance. Rec part of say. No matter how much time you give. I can't do anything to save what my sister did. Well, it's time to send you on your way. After finishing speaking, Rick picked up the force pistol. Filled with Zhao Jianbai's deadly supplement. Gotta shoot a few shots. Zhao Jianbai, powerless to resist. After the heavy gun, he fell directly to the ground and died. I took revenge on my sister. Lake took Zhao Jianbai's time card by the way. I keep everything in my hands. Rick is about to escape. Was caught up by the Zhao family's thug Tutu kid. Tutu boy launched the water polo skill. Lan helped Rick go. Able to absorb water. Lake thought. Damn. Why is there no danger in black information? Although the eye-catching one. Not my opponent. But when it was said that he was in Zhao's house. The longer the more dangerous. In case Zhao Tsong even rushes back. It's hard to escape. So Lake launched Feng Tianquan. Break the water polo machine directly. Then broke the window and jumped. He just ran into the woods. Immediately he was chased by Tutu boy again. Tutu boy activated the water polo skill again. Dang aid Lake's path. He told Rick coldly. How dare you kill our young master? I will never let you leave the Zhao family today. Lake thought. Only when you have the right to have the right. So he rushed directly towards Kid Tutu. Tutu boy construction. Fear of being attacked by Lei Xingxing. He quickly used right to drop sharp. Unleashed a powerful party of daredevils. Just trying to beat me. Lake launched Feng Shanquan again. Tutu boys. Conservation party smashed. Just jump out of the picture boy and he will be sent flying. Mao Shanquan even evaluated his class. All shattered. Rick got his psychic element drop sharp. New. Sending this to Su Wei may be useful. It's a bunch of thugs. Rushed towards Rick's position. Also use Rake's hand to strike fire. Design toward Lake. No need to give birth to them. After Lake Hill dodges all the bullets. Quickly use the Zhao family who does not leave. Good Zhao Jiahao. Lake thought. Such a Zhao family must. Going to hit me all the way again. I have to hurry back and take my sister Sue. Hiding to the name. And just got so much time deposit. Enough for us for the time being. Live a good life. He turned and jumped. Dian left. It turned out that Zhao Song drove out in a hurry. Is to find the homeless family Arms Hill. Mount Weapons is one of the full fitness programs of the year. At the same time, the current owner. Commander of the Knights. The Tito Knights are not only the hand of the 4 knights. It directly holds the highest value method in the whole process. Situational power. After Zhao Jianbai saw Weapon Mountain. I started to sue first. He Roof Link said his training camp. Fight with Zhao Chungan. Later, the opportunity for Zhao Wudo to train. Intentionally killed his youngest son Zhao Chungan. After killing Zhao Chungan, Link escaped from the training camp. He sent his second son Zhao Zhiyong. Go after Bulink. Now it's missing again. He suspected that his son Zhao Zhiyong. Was it already killed by Link? Few books. He said Link was hiding from crime. Also deliberately made a video of the Zhao family taking Manhwa people. Send to the web. Chitu was in charge of the Zhao family's fertility wave. Turn things around. He asked Weapon Mountain to send someone to arrest Brinker immediately. Justice for him. After hearing what Zhao Jianbai said, Weapon Mountain seemed to. Fenyuo's saying. Unexpectedly, we have such a bad picture in the whole process. He guarded the body of the negative leader of the Knights. After entering the office. Tell Guan Ti. Close immediately. Zhongjin spins up Linka's same plain order. When you receive confidence from the head of the group, I will definitely arrest him and bring him to justice as soon as possible. Then, the body will be notified. All members of the Handguard Knights. Seeing this kid wants to be captured alive. Jackpot bonus. See the spin long amount so crazy sense. The members of the Handguard Knights immediately stopped the counterfeit. After the collective. Start searching for Link all over the place. Link, who didn't know it at the time. Walking in the inner zone. He noticed that the connection popped up. Many dancers. I don't know how it flashes. He hides vigilantly. When he overheard a conversation between 2 people hurting. I just found out that I just landed. Large group of people looking for self now. Gone. Unexpectedly, Zhao Zhong moved so fast. I have to go back as soon as possible. At this time, suddenly a big guy popped up. From Link's face. One hit. He didn't have time to escape. Was directly sent flying out. The big guy said to Link. I finally found you. I'm sure I'm going to go back with me right now. Link says. Yeah. That depends. Do you have such a skill? Link thought it was here. Have given birth to him for too long. I'm afraid more people will come. Better run away. So take advantage of the bulk. Directly launched the raid department and quickly ran away. However, this big guy is not Jane Ann. His glasses turned out to be a pair. Elemental equipment that can see through actions. He flashed. Immediately. Come around to Link. Link Kejian's thoughts. He wants to run straight away. Is a bit difficult. Sukwon fights with him. He activated the Laming Overlord body skill. Then fill up with a big hunk. Did not expect. There's something about this big guy. He was able to catch all Link's moves. He even fought back and forth with Link. Link's battle. Kicked him hard. The big guy is not convinced. Keep fighting Link. Result. Link accidentally ate the big guy again. And public rights. This is when the big guy is still calm. Jump straight up again with TSMC legs. Chao Ling overcomes the crowd's approval. Link thinks about this guy. How can you fight like this? Much taller than me. Can't cast anymore. Must use psychic skills. One trick. The big guy came back with another punch. Just shouted. Shout. This is why you don't blame me for leaving. Under crisis. Link launched the collapse of the mountain and caught them all. But still get hit by the big guy and retreat. After seeing the 2 distanced for a while, Lin Kafenyu was saying. You made me big. Link started to communicate. Thunder in the air. Ready to activate the skill of posting mine nets. The big guy looked at Link, who was wearing a strange power. I don't know what he wants. His future question. What are you doing? If you can't beat it, just admit defeat. At this time, the big guy is on the phone and suddenly remembered. Big guy on the phone. Link actually heard the phone call. There is the voice of Su Wei shouting for help. Big guy holding a phone. See you and tell Link. Small big. I admit that you are really strong. But now that there are hostages, you still have to blame me. Linku was furious. Using this trick again. Is he also a caretaker? But sister and Su Wei are in their hands. I can't manage that much anymore. Linku had no choice but to get in the big car. His nervous little Jia. I must rescue them before speaking. I didn't expect a big guy. He actually brought Link to the gauntlet. In fact, his headquarters. Link asked him. You are not a housekeeper. What did you bring me here? Hunk says. Just go in and you'll know. What did you do mentally? Didn't even lose. It's near the headquarters. Link saw the handguard. Wu Qishan. Rumored. He's a C9 level enhancer. Sure enough, Linku felt it right away. His strong aura. Puzzled. There are a lot of wars around him. C9's enhanced man. See this. Link's psychological counselor. He pondered. There are so many high-level enhanced people at the scene. Don't say big sister and Su Wei. It is difficult to escape alone. Just look at it now. They caught me. What do you want? Then adapt. Linkfinos talked to Arms Mountain. Let go of my sister and Su Wei. If you have anything, you can settle it with me alone. Weapon Mountain Silver sinks this face. Ask Link. The video of the Zhao family sheltering a person. Is it that you never met? Why did you kill Zhou Sungen? And Zhao Zhio? Did you kill me too? Weizo video link a shocking project. He comes. It must be Zhao Chongxian Wumi's assets. Link said angrily. I didn't make a video. I am an ordinary person. How can there be such a skill? The case of Zhao Chang was indeed killed by me. But he is because they used me for perverted human experiments. I killed them just to escape. And the Zhao family wants to get back the evidence in order to find me. They sent Zhao Ziyuman to chase me down. I can only kill him too. Weapon Mountain In Shen is also proud to say. You better be in front of me, boy. Do not kill me. What evidence? What you said. Ring kick. Now show the evidence. Maybe that explains it all. Link says. I have a USB. It contains a lot of evidence of the Zhao family's experiments. After he finished speaking, he worked hard. Take out the lost USB drive. Hand it over to Mount Arms. Weapon Mountain ordered his men to go immediately. Check the authenticity of this data. At this time, Zhao Zhong suddenly opened the door and left. See where Ling Ke really is? He asked Arms Hill. This kid. Can you leave it to our Zhao family? He struggled to say. This little director. He just married me. Killed in Zhao Jianbai. After listening to Weapons Mountain. But did not take care of him. Ken say coldly. Let's see how to deal with it later. Zhao Chongbai Linka. Is it the first step? The evidence has been handed over to Mount Weapons. Zhao Zhongshuan remembered to point to Ling Ku and say. Mr. Wu. Don't you believe what this says? What he said was false. He destroyed our Zhao family in the house. He killed my 3 sons. You have to give me justice. Ling Ke looked at Zhao Zhong's lecture. Promise. Your Zhao family is doing something hungry. Not only freeze the same industry. Let lover look down on. Also for experiment. I don't know how many martial arts people have been killed. And my sister. Or was it deliberately blocked by Zhao Jianbai? Wu has been fascinated for several years. Weapon Mountain calmly said that now. Both are speechless. To prove who is lying. Just wait and see the evidence. Zhao Chong became even more anxious after hearing this. He asked for Arms Hill. Don't listen to Link's words. Immediately put this kind of hungry picture. Kill to avenge his son. While the two are still arguing, men of Arms Mountain blindly ran over and said, "It is true. No go. The data in Yubai really exists. This is the guy who guards the discrimination core." Pushing Link's sister. "I can walk out with a false prestige. It turns out that Weapon Mountain started. I just don't fully believe Zhao Chang's words. He sent members of the Defense Discrimination Corps. Found his sister and Su Wei. They sent each other safely here. He also checked Link's background. And the Zhao family's secret seed experiment. Now in Link. In the face of iron-contested evidence, Zhao Chong couldn't drag the charges anymore. Seeing my own affairs exposed, Zhao Zhongguo urgently emphasizes the strong not necessarily weapon yamate. If you don't kill Link today, I'll let Zhao's hospital and survey all wishes. Let's see how to maintain stability throughout the whole process." Arms Mountain angrily slapped Zhao Chong. Also named the key. "Take this blood-sucking capital with no stone and evil." Day of Judgment. Xu Wei was surprised and delighted when he saw Link. Link's question. "Are you all right?" Xu Wei said happily. "We're fine. Mount of weapons in Link. In order to make up for the situation, you were killed by the Zhao family. There is also Lingli who took the way from the Zhao family as a strong young man. We will use the most advanced medical technology. Come heal your sister." Mount of weapons in Link says. "You boy is a fortune. The first time I saw you, I can see it. You are a once-in-a-100-year genius in double cultivation in the original concept. We need someone like you to guard us all the way." Link of Arms Mountain. "I don't know if you would like to join our guardian group. To keep. The guard will give out a link." Link said after listening. "Since I got the attack. And my sister also got Zhao Chong." He expressed his willingness to join. Let's build a better whole process together. Weapon Mountain is also facing the dream of the city immediately. He ordered his men to take Links immediately. Pick up the best central hospital for treatment. See you next time.
Damn.